Good day, everyone. In this session, we will present our paper entitled "A Simplified Method to Identify Sarcastic Element of Bahasa Indonesia in YouTube Comments." In this presentation, we will split the presentation into five categories. First, we will have a background to deliver the information background of this research, and then the contribution of our work and the method we have done, results that we already achieved, and the discussion of our results, and then we will conclude using in the conclusion. In the beginning, we would like to present you from the dictionary about what is sarcasm. According to Oxford Dictionary, the sarcasm is a way of using words that are the opposite of what you mean in order to be unpleasant to somebody or to make fun of them. And meanwhile, in Bahasa Indonesia, when we translate into English, there is not much different. It's only a bit different when to ridicule others as the result. And in the background of the theoretic of sarcasm category, we follow the Elizabeth Camp result. She categorized the sarcasm into four. The first one is propositional sarcasm. In propositional sarcasm, we take a look at what is the function of the traditional model, which deliver something that the opposite way what is actually happen. So sarcasm is really propositional. And then the second one is lexical sarcasm. So in this lexical sarcasm, it has an inverted compositional value, which using a phrase they try to explain what happened with this the object of the compositional value. And then for the third one is like prefix sarcasm. In this sarcasm, the speaker try to show the empathic of the statements, but denial of the using declarative utterance vocal content, so try to act on different side. And the last one is the illocutionary sarcasm, which express the attitude directly to the opposite using different kind of words. So for example, rather than say that I'm very hungry, I'm very hungry, and then people just say that I haven't have something to eat for the last 5 days, something like that. Through our works, we define three challenges. The first is because our object is Bahasa Indonesia, so the first challenge we have is how to identify sarcasm within statements in Bahasa Indonesia. For this, we need to find out what kind of dictionary or references that we need to use. And then the second one is what are the elements that lead a statement or comment into sarcasm. So we need to find out, because Bahasa Indonesia adopted a lot of foreign language such as English, Arabic, a little bit of Hindi, and some Chinese. So we need to identify whether this is really has them or it will lead us into a sarcasm. And then another one is how is the performance of our work. So we will try to evaluate what happened with our work and how we find out that our work is quite acceptable for this paper. And the contribution of our work is there are two contributions. The first one is the initial method to identify sarcasm in Bahasa Indonesia, and and for more specific, this is for YouTube comments in Bahasa Indonesia only. And the second one is how is the performance when we identify the sarcasm in Bahasa Indonesia using live bias. Our case study is based on a YouTube channel run by Najwa Shihab channel that at that time focused on political situation in Indonesia, because during that time it is the presidential election of Indonesia, and we gathering the information of these comments within 7 months prior to the presidential election. And during that time we find out a lot of hatred comments, and something that's sometimes sounds ridiculous in their statements, and sometimes quite to the point, sarcastic statements. Our method to get the result is first we pre-process the resources. So we make n-gram from 1 to 10 n-gram to find the performance of sarcasm and non-sarcasm. And then we make use of naive Bayes to classify two data, which is using comments and label. And to have the information of what is the stop word list and the normalization, we refer to the corpus reference that created by Raja Guguk and Doyle for Bahasa Indonesia. And for that we also do some cleansing the data by remove some abbreviation and words that not related to the comments or something that using slang words, because we do not want to identify the slang words, because we need more slang word dictionary for that to remove all these slang words. And for all the label data that contain sarcasm and non-sarcasm, we split into ratio 80 to 20 to have our classification and prediction. And we also try to do a search topic that has a likelihood, log likelihood and perplexity using LDA. So we would like to find out what happened with this topic match using LDA. Based on our works using on plane without stop and word and normalization and stop word and normalization, as we can see, the top graphic shows the without stop word and normalization, and the lowest graphic is the bottom one is using stop word and normalization. There is not much differences, but slightly similar. But when we take a look carefully, when we see the in the n-gram, the 3 gram, we find out that the prediction has 1149, while in using stop word and normalization we have 1154. And from this we can take a look that it's slightly different, but when we move to a more n-gram, it becomes very clear that using stop word and normalization we can have more clear information by reducing the number of prediction in here. And then after that we also find out that when using prediction of sarcasm for 1 gram to 5 gram, we find out that when using n-gram 1 gram, we identify more than 50,000 of statements in there. But using n-gram 2 grams, from the beginning, the very beginning is a bit slightly goes down and then goes high, just like the first gram. And then for the 3rd gram is slightly different with the 2nd gram, that which means that from 20 is like an outlier and then goes down and goes up, and suddenly from before 10,000 it goes high, very high, until more than 40 before 20,000 comments, and it still goes high after 50,000. So it's different from first gram and 2nd gram. But using the 4th gram, something's different. It's begin with outlier more than 6 identified, and then goes down and then goes high again, and it top the highest after before 20,000 comments, and then goes down slowly. So, and then the last one is the 5th gram. When it goes high after the 10,000, it goes high again after 30,000. It's suddenly abruptly it goes down when it reach 50,000 comments. So it seems that the most effective one is between n-gram 1 and n-gram 3. So for n-gram 4 and 5 and more, it's not really good, especially we don't illustrate in here the after n-gram 5, because the result is not that good. So try to find out what happened with the topic match. We use LDA to search for the best likelihood and perplexity, and by tuning the hyperparameter we find out the learning decay should be 0.7 and 10 components, and for the best likelihood score we find it minus 2 million, and the model perplexity is more than 1500. And for 10 topics that we gathers as the match topic, we find out for 13 documents, we found out that the document match is quite different, so not really linear, the information. And then when we try to analyze the 10 most comments using Trigram, which is the best result we can get, we find out these are the 10 comments that has sarcasm and non-sarcasm. We identify from the first one is 5,714 comments as non-sarcasm, and we identify only 125 sarcasm. But there is one that's quite hard for 1, 3, 4, the fifth word. There is more than 17,000 statements, and we reach the result of 339 of sarcasm. And then the model evaluation we get is that using confusion matrix, we try to find out which one is actually a predicted sarcasm that we can catch. The first one is using plain without normalization. We get that actual sarcasm and predicted sarcasm we have 191, while when we using stop words and normalization we get 183. So there is not much difference between this using stop words and normalization to clean the data and without it. And then to have the model performance, we compare the accuracy, precision, and recall of parameter from using stop word and normalization and not using normalization and stop words. And slightly the result also similar, as we see the left one, the table 6 is plain without normalization and stop word, while the table 7 is using stop words and normalization. And the next one is the analysis. During our activity, we find out that naive Bayes perform well when conducted using a small sample data set, but when we increase the number of data set, we experience some lower performance. And for this, we find out that in our evaluation, we capture several factors that influence our result. The first one is we can't detect the natural comments. So there always something with our analysis that we can't detect the natural comments, always support or the opposite words. And we have also a problem with repeating words and statement such as name and jargon, because in Bahasa Indonesia they have a lot of jargon that adopted from many foreign language, so it's quite leading us to something different result. And also we need to train the data with various number of data set. And then also we have problem that when some comments has mixed between neutral and sarcastic comments. So in here we try to not include something that is not clear. But other than that, we can identify the sarcastic comments. Another result that using regression testing, using 4th gram and 5th gram, we successfully identified proportional sarcasm, that using a natural question statement to provide a satire sentence. And then another type of sarcasm that according to the category by Elizabeth Kamm is lexical sarcasm, that using more expressive words with negative meaning and sometimes with humorous sense. And then we conclude our result that in this work we already proposed a simplified method to identify sarcasm Bahasa Indonesia in YouTube comments. And then our results also shows that naive Bayes is quite good to identify the sarcasm, with performance identification is 75% and its accuracy is 0.8 and the precision is 1.0 and the recall result is 0.651. That we believe that our works is quite acceptable.